Stop. Stop. Stop whatever else you're doing. Put down your phones, close your iPad, put your email aside. What I have to say is that important. I am asking for 10 minutes of your dedicated attention. It will pay off big time. Are you with me? All right. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Becky Thompson, founder and president of Customer Service Intelligence, CSI Crystal Lake. And I have a clue for you on what killed the customer. Seriously, today I'm speaking to you as a colleague, a friend in the industry for 32 years. From owner to owner, I want to share some crucial information with you. As most of you know, CSI is your customer experience quality control partner. We hear all the customer intelligence. We talk with literally thousands of customers every month in different industries: RV, marine, textile, software. There are 4 commonalities that I see across every industry right now. And this is what we're going to talk about in the next 10 minutes. The first point is that customers are very demanding. Their expectations are unwavering, even during this time of COVID. They will be patient and understanding to a point. The second point is that customers are very judgmental on all COVID protocols that our states are imposing. It's bad enough a customer can be unhappy because the unit wasn't fixed right the first time, but now you have a whole boatload of other processes that can make them unhappy as well. So in a sense, it's harder to please the customer. You not only have to make sure that your product or service is up to perfection, now you have to also make sure that all these COVID protocols are being followed by your teammates. And if one teammate is caught with their mask under their nose rather than over their nose, it's enough for a customer to leave your facility and never come back. Many times these same customers are hitting social media to let the whole world know about their experience with you. Customers have told us that the work was fine and that they were treated well by the staff, but they won't go back because the proper COVID protocols were not being followed, and now they don't feel safe doing business with your dealership anymore. This is an issue that we have not had to deal with before, and I want all of you to be aware of. Make absolutely sure that your team is following all of those COVID protocols, because if they're not, it's a real easy way to lose a customer. So how do you do that? I recommend you set up a company process for those COVID protocols to be met. Use your off season to spread the word to your team and make sure that those protocols are followed, and let them know the importance and the reasoning. Nail down those COVID processes. Another issue we are hearing a lot about are demos. We've had so many complaints about demos. Demos are too quick. We didn't get a demo. We couldn't both be in the cabin during the demo, so the guy stood outside, hollered into us. I get it. It's a challenge. Maybe you have your customer invite a friend that can video the demo, so the customer has that video as a reference. And in the off season, I strongly encourage you to take the top 10 or 20 boats that you sell and have your team do a demo that they can record, and then later you can put it on a YouTube channel or your website. That way customers can refer to it. If a customer doesn't know how to use their boat properly, it's going to cause confusion and frustration. It's going to dampen that customer experience. The end result could be another customer that didn't continue in boating at all. The third point is communication. Customers want and expect a response from the company they're doing business with. Even if you don't have the answer, even if you don't have the part in yet, even if their unit isn't ready yet, they want an update, not failure to call them back, not failure to email them back, not failure to text them back. Failure to communicate is enough for them to move to the next dealer, or enough for them to not recommend your dealership to friends and family. Dealers need to earn the respect of the customer to the point where the customer is willing to put their own reputation on the line and recommend that dealer. Remember, your customer base, they have a lot of choices out there. Where to get their service work done, where to buy their next boat. It's really easy for a customer to defect if the customer is not enjoying their experience with you. Boating is supposed to be a joyful experience. Right now, it's a lot of people's outlet for fun. If dealing with your dealership is a hassle or a frustration, most likely the customer will move on to another option. There are a lot of really sharp students out there that are probably bored to death right now, and they can be an asset to your communication plan moving forward. Hire one to respond to those callbacks, to proactively email advising your customers of the status. Now the customer at least knows you haven't forgotten about them. They know you care and that you're working on it. Let me tell you a little secret. If you address the customer issue head on, are honest with the customer, work with the customer to resolve the issue, 60 to 70% of those customers will do business with you again, even if the result is not in the customer's favor. Use the off-season to nail down processes that you put in place. It could very well save the disasters from happening during the peak season. The fourth and last point is culture, company culture. Ask yourself, did our company culture change during this pandemic? It probably did. And during this slow time, look at your company culture. Ask yourself, do my employees feel secure and glad to be a part of our team? Make sure you ask this employee question first, because today's employees need to feel appreciated and valued to deliver the level of service for today's demanding customers. If your employees are not happy, you can't expect them to make your customers happy. A happy employee will deliver a delightful customer experience. Then ask yourself, are my customers experiencing the joy when they are visiting my dealership? Is what I want to be happening throughout my dealership really happening? Are my people being treated how I want them to be treated? Are we delivering a product ready to use? Or do we have 5 things wrong on every boat we deliver? You need to answer these questions on your culture, because ultimately your culture drives your happy employees, which in turn drives the quality of that customer experience, which in turn drives your profit. Now that we are 7 months into our new normal, the questions and the answers, they're getting figured out. Yep, it is different and sometimes it's stressful, but we're all doing it. So pat yourself on the back. Many of you have been blessed with the best year ever. Maybe some of you are even a little nervous about how next year is going to be. Will we have the same surge in sales? Will there be enough inventory for the dealers to sell? Will we have the same COVID restrictions? Will we be able to service all the new customers we got in 2020 and still handle the 2021 customers? There may be another surge. Certainly doesn't look like COVID has plans on departing us anytime soon. These are all the unknowns. The known is that if you zero in on firmly establishing your company culture and you spend these quiet months threading the culture through your processes and through your people within your organization, you will recapture the unhappy customer and position yourselves to be a better organization capable of better controlling that customer experience for all times to come, not just the coming year. And CSI is here to help you do this. CSI knows what killed the customer. I wish you the best of luck in 2021.